What they do? All right, it's Linda MMP here. So, I said I was probably going to do video 2 in the same night, so here we are. Okay, video number 2. Excuse my laptop. I'm, like studying and trying to better my craft at the same time that I'm talking to y'all. So, Linda MMP here. You can catch me at Linda MM Presents on Facebook. You can catch me at shayunique.bigcartel, B-I-G cartel.com to buy my products, my natural hair and body products. So, again, introduction. I'm Linda MMP. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. That's what a Friday night do to you. So, I get off of work late. And by the time I get home, my daughter's usually asleep. So I started the Midnight Chronicles because when I get off of work, I want to talk about stuff. I want to talk to people. And what better way to get that out there than to put it on the internet? So, because I'm trying to get it out there to put it on the internets and get other people's opinions because the internets have no chill. I said it in the first video. I hope you watched it. Them internets have no chills. So, yeah, I basically started this so I could run my mouth in the middle of the night when I got off of work. So, topic number 1. How to be I said I was going to do topic number 1 on the power of the P. No, let's go back to that. I was about to say how to be a good friend, but we're going to do it on the power of the P, and that's positivity, not pressure, not pussy, not nothing else. The power of the P is positivity. And you know why you need positivity? Because there are a lot of people in this world that are suffering from misdiagnosed and undiagnosed mental issues, right? So, to keep yourself from being one of those people, like, you really need to practice every day in positivity. You really have to practice every day in positivity. Believe me, because I went through some things and I couldn't afford to go to a psychiatrist. So I had to start like looking for, I'm feeling a little under the weather. That's why I'm all tucked in. I realized my hoodie was coming to loose and my ears got a little cold. So I'm going to be tucked for this one. So getting back to the point. The point is, pause. The point is, pause. You know, you start talking too much and you forget what you was talking about. Anyway, the point is, right, that the power of positivity can actually definitely change your life. You see what I'm saying? I've watched a lot of videos. I've read a lot of books. I've done my research because there was something so wrong with me. Something so wrong with me that I was trying to take my own life. Yes, something is wrong with you if you're trying to take your own. Yes, something is wrong with you if you're trying to take your own life. I'm saying it, and I mean it. Because anybody, anyone, any child, any woman, man, transgender, gender neutral, anybody that tries to take their life, there are mental issues going on. We all know this. The thing is to get to the bottom of those issues. And sometimes you don't have people around to help you to get to the bottom of those issues. So what you got to do is work on those issues by yourself. And the first thing you need to do is learn how to step outside of the situation. If you step outside of yourself and your feelings and your thoughts, step outside of the situation. Look at the situation for what it is, from the other person's point of view, truthfully and honestly, and from your point of view, truthfully and honestly. If you step outside of yourself and the situation, then sometimes you can view things differently. Look at your behaviors in a real and honest way. Look at the other person's behaviors in a real and honest way. If you know the other person that you're dealing with, you know them, like this is your significant other, this is a family member. If you know that person, step outside of the situation and think how they think. It'll give you another insight on the... Listen, the same two people can hear one thing and interpret it entirely differently. The same two people can hear that one thing and interpret it entirely differently because of the way that their brains work. So when you say something to somebody and they take it wrong, or when somebody says something to you and you take it wrong at first, step outside of yourself. Step outside of the situation. take it back a little bit and see what you get from that. And see what you get from that. Because, I mean, I could tell y'all about some stuff that I went through growing up. I don't mind sharing my life. You know what I'm saying? My family, I had 2 parents. Both of them lived in a household. But it was not perfect. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the internet is for. The internet is to gain knowledge, to give knowledge, and to realize that there are people out there like you who have been through the same type of thing, maybe a little bit better, maybe a little bit worse, but you share your experiences so we can build each other up. This is a worldwide global community. This is a global planet-wide community. Use it for what it is. Take everything from it that is going to make you better, that is going to make you bigger, that is going to make you more successful, that is going to make you happier. Take everything from this platform, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Take everything from the internets, www, and do what makes you happy. Create what makes you happy, whether that be a business, whether that be the videos like my Midnight Chronicles, because this will help me get a lot of stuff off of my mind. Because guess what? I'm moving towards the power of the P too. I'm moving towards the power of positivity. All it took was 1 year for me to get up 2 to 3 days a week. 2 to 3 days a week. And go outside, go for a walk, do a little bit of yoga. Well, it's harder in the wintertime in this area we live in. I get it. Get up and do yoga in your living room. Push the table out the way. You ain't got to be an expert. All you got to do is have some quiet time to yourself so you can practice being yourself. And then once you come to those terms with yourself and you start loving yourself more and you start recognizing who you are and you start putting your foot down in those situations so people can't walk over you, drive over you, run over you, things do get better. Things do get better. It is very hard to push past depression. Very, very hard. I had those days where I was laying in the bed. I didn't want to go to work. I didn't want to take care of my kid. I didn't want to cook dinner. I had those days. But you can't let those days take over your life. You have to work on the power of the P, the power of positivity. Find things that make you happy. I started reading about crystals and stones. I started, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did my research. You don't have to do what I did. You don't have to do what I did. You can go to church. That ain't me. I've explained this to my daughter too because she likes church. But she has decided to blend a nice balanced combination of church and the universe. You know what I'm saying? And that works for her. That works for her because of what I'm into and what I've taught her. And being the fact that I grew up in a religious household. So, no, I'm not one of those people that went to church every Sunday, every Wednesday, every Tuesday. No, I'm not. But my mama, we had this conversation. The universe versus God, we had this conversation. So, I don't want this video to run too long, so I'm going to stop rambling. But understand that no matter who you go talk to, who you go see, what help you try to get, if you don't help yourself to work towards the power of positivity, it don't matter who you enlist to help you, you won't get there. You won't get there. You won't get there. And you won't get there because you're not working on it by yourself. I don't know if I was meant to be a motivational speaker or a life coach or a health and dietary coach, but I know I'm into health. I know I'm into my health because that is the thing that'll make my body and my mind last the longest. And I've also learned that being into health helps with my positivity because the more good things I put into my body, the more I'm able to train my mind to only focus on those good things. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you listen, it's work. It's not going to be easy. It's work. It's work. But you can do the work. You can do the work. Idle hands are the devil's playground. Do the work. Do your work. Like Iyanla Vanzant says, do your work. You can ask for help. You can enlist help. You can pay for help. But if you don't help yourself, help ain't gonna come. Help ain't gonna come. So this has been the Midnight Chronicles and a moment of peace and discussion with Linda MMP. Oh, well, with Linda. The Midnight Chronicles. Listen, Linda. This has been the Midnight Chronicles. Peace out. Have a beautiful life. Give love to live. I love y'all.